What's happening here? Okay, save that. How's everybody doing today? I don't know how many people are here. It looks like we got 56 people that are here. Thank you guys for watching, for taking the time out of your day to be here. If you want to check out my links for either Margex or BTCC, feel free to do so. I'll put a link for for BTCC. I need some water. Why did I start this without getting some water? Let's see. My voice is completely going out. I haven't talked this morning. It's the first time I'm speaking. We have 118 people here, guys. Hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I just need to. Well, that's not it. That's not it either. All right, give me a second. I gotta get some water or something. I know there's water upstairs. I just left it upstairs. All right, we're back. Hopefully this helps. But again, it's my first time speaking this morning, which tends to be a problem. Whew. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. How you doing? Okay. What's going on? we have to fill a big cap. XRP target. My target for this year, I've already given it multiple times, but my target for this year, I want to see $10 billion market cap is probably the main goal. Is the short term like main goal. We want to see it break that $100 billion mark. But that's an unfortunate face to freeze on. Are we buffering at all with the live stream or what? What's up, playa? Sitting here in Tokyo watching my XRP. Yeah, XRP is down today. It's down by like 4%. We'll go over in a couple of seconds, but I just wanted to say good mornings. Hey, Matt, what do you think of Algorand and HBAR? So HBAR has been running, I guess, off of the news that they had, but also Algorand is a good play that I've talked about previously. I like the staking of it. I just didn't like the fact that, we saw the price obviously tank quite a bit during the bear market, and there's always some positions that just get to you. And I think it got to me because I should have just continued to average down. But I decided to get out of it with a small gain rather than the larger gain I could have had. So I like those two plays. Make sure to smash the like button, peeps. Yes, definitely do that. We got 308 people here, and we have 43 likes. XRP is pulling back now. Yeah, I mean we're gonna see pullbacks, and I'm gonna show you where things stand, and I hope we see a bounce at certain levels. Stupid Putin dragging down the stock market. Why would anyone sell their XRP when you can use DeFi and yield on it? Why would anybody sell it? I mean, people sell their XRP for the short-term gains, right? Anything that you want to hold for the long term, there's a lot of people that put money in markets that don't necessarily want to hold it in markets for a long time. They want to kind of put it in there, and then halfway through they want to take some out so that they take out their initial investment plus profit so they can use that for what they were going to use it for, which may have been whatever, right? Christmas gifts, it doesn't matter what it is. But then you also have now some in there for the long term. When you establish a position, most people are not looking for all of that to be long term. And the same thing goes for me, right? I established a $50,000 position. Not all of that is going to be long term. Only 10% of that is going to be long term, while the other 90% will be short to long term, right? Most of it will be short term, but if you classify it as long term, anything over a year. So that's kind of where we stand. You keep losing your mic. My voice is breaking. I don't hear that. What is? Wait, let me see. Short term, but if you classify it as long term, anything over a year. So that. Give me a second. I know it's. I'm gonna take away the desktop audio, and I'm just gonna listen to it and then see how things work out. Because I didn't see it. I was listening to it earlier, and I had no issues on the playback on mine. Sound is cutting in and out badly. I don't, like I said, I didn't hear that yesterday when I went back into it. Give me a second. Let me listen to it. All right, give me a second. I do hear a humming as well. I got headphones on. Let me see. Why is this even? Wait, is this using the right thing? Yeah, that's not good. Give me a second. Do you hear it?
Super chat. Still no email from Margex.
Yeah, it's only been one day. You're not gonna get a. I don't know if you're gonna get an email from them. But they said that it does take time to go through the security checks because they do have a couple that they have to go through. I know the audio on YouTube is here. Like I know I can hear it, but I still know you're not gonna hear anything that I'm saying because I'm trying to fix the audio. So there's something happening with this audio that's bothering me now. We have a compressor, we have a noise gate. Give me a second. I'm gonna keep trying to fix it so you won't hear me talking because I'm trying to fix the audio so you won't hear anything. I apologize for anybody that's here to kind of listen to all of this and what we have to say here, but I don't understand. This mic is expensive, so I don't know why it would be like that unless my audio gain, which is under there, is messed up, which could be the case. So let me fix things. I don't know why it would be unless the cat decided to mess it up. Give me a second. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. The audio is like messed up, so I have to fix it. You're not going to hear anything that I'm doing because I'm trying to fix it right now. But you guys can't hear me. There's a door there, and that's all you're going to see. So just give me a second until I find a way to fix it, and we'll be back. And sorry for anybody that's coming here and wanted to know what was going on with XRP and my feelings on it and all of that. We will get to that in a couple of minutes. But yeah, let me figure this out. Okay, I think this is a little bit better. It's actually a lot better, but um, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, yeah, I think this is a little bit better, but I don't know if it still seems a little bit echoey. So I think this is better. Let me know. Obviously, it's better, but let me know if it's if I could still improve upon it. Maybe I could do like a compressor. But that's totally I would have to hear it. It's good now. Sounds good to me. Okay. But the door. What door? No echo. Nope, no echoes. Come back, Matt. Okay. All right, so things should be good. They should be good. Thank you for everybody that has called out that the mic had some problems. You should drink some milk. I'm not going to. But good thing we have figured that out a little bit. So now we can get on to bigger and better things. But yeah, I guess the back of the cord was just coming out a little bit. So the interface when the cord was coming out, like the I don't know what you're talking about. The art. What about the door? Your background with the nice wine door? That's my that's my actual like wine door. What do you mean interface? If this is actually wine, what do you, oh, you mean the door? The door, the white door. Got you. Sorry. I should put the door back up there. I would need my green screen though. I don't have my green screen up. I thought you were saying like this was a manufactured background. I was gonna say no, it's not. What do you mean? But guys, we have 285 people here. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that mess that was happening. Also, the likes. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my link for BTCC in the chat, as well as Margex that's in the description. Now, someone said something about Margex. Not getting email back on the security check. It's going to take a little bit to go through that. Obviously, they have a bunch that they have to deal with in this time. And they said, obvious, if it's not happening, I don't know how long it's taken for, like, when did that happen? But I've had a couple of people that I've had to reach out about that same situation. They wanted to be able to withdraw a large amount. Which is, you should be able to withdraw as much as you want, and it's perfectly fine. It's just once you go through that security check and they actually approve everything, if you're having issues, and I know you probably want to do something with your XRP right now, like you probably want to sell it when you want to sell it, but you have to go through that full check in order to figure everything out or do everything the right way. Because again, I had to do it. But again, it only took a couple of days for that to happen. Again, I don't know exactly how long. I would say that it was 1 to 2 days. But then again, I wasn't actively looking at it because I didn't need the XRP or I didn't need the USDT at the time. I didn't care about having it available. So it may have been 2 days. It may have been closer to a week. But the point is that it's going to happen eventually. And if it doesn't happen within the next maybe couple of days, like if it doesn't clear up, then please continue to let me know. I'll find a way to reach out to them again and say, what's the process on this? And is it, can you have like a standard timeline that I can tell everybody? So anyways, let's look at the cryptocurrency market overall. The overall cryptocurrency market is at a $3.07 trillion market cap, which is crazy because we're at 307 viewers right now. So 307, 307. Fantastic to see that. We also see Bitcoin's hovering around the $92,000 mark. Ethereum is 3,100. You see that Solana is coming down a little bit after hitting that 240, almost $250 mark, which is crazy. BNB is slightly down at an $88 billion market cap. XRP is at a $61 billion market cap. That's down by 5.5% to a 1.08 or $1.08 level. And you're seeing 6.8 or $6.9 billion worth of volume. Dogecoin also is sitting at a 7%, almost 8% gain there. You have You have a ADA that's down about 1% as well. I know there's some bigger movers in the market right now that had some interesting pumps yesterday. Need a thumbs up poll. Yeah, we do. I'll do that in a couple of seconds. But yeah, definitely hit the like button while I'm going through this. We have Tezos is actually up by 16%. I talked about that a while ago. I've had a lot of Tezos. I don't know if I have any Tezos now. I'm pretty sure if I did, it's staked somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. I have so many different places. You have AKT that's up by 12%. H-bar is up by 12%, up to 13 cents. I think that did pump up to like 18, right? In the last day. In the last day, it pumped up to 16. And now it's back down to 14, seeing a $5 billion market cap. I still have my H-bar, but I don't have a crazy amount of H-bar. I still do think that H-bar is a great play, but I don't have a lot of it. GRT, that's also up by 10%. You have Dogecoin, Brett, Bonk, that's up. So some meme coins that are running quite a bit. Jasmine coin is also up by 3 or 4%. Good to see that making a little bit of a move, a little bit of an effort to make moves, because I know a lot of people want to see that run, especially as we talk about it more and more. Shiba Inu is also up by 1%. Axie Infinity, 1%. Beam also 1%. This is a great gaming play. Now, as for XRP, what are my thoughts on where XRP will be and why it will be worth so much? I've talked about this plenty of times. XRP is going to be the world currency. And as I look at it, it's going to be the world currency. It's going to be used heavily for transactions. It's going to be potentially bought out by the Fed. Now, there's two different types of buyouts you could have, right? Buying from everyday investors or buying from Ripple. Now, they could do that and buy directly from Ripple, which would hopefully, as you look at right now where they say selling to institutions is violating securities laws, selling to the Federal Reserve is that violating securities laws? Most likely not. But what they could do is introduce that into the supply or open supply or not, because they would have the escrow and they would have the freedom to release that money as time goes on. That's if Ripple would allow that. So I think that's going to be the case where Ripple goes, okay, we'll figure out what's the best course of action here. We want to have this payment option, but we also want to make sure XRP goes a long way. If you wanted to use a top tier cryptocurrency right now, the best course of action would be to buy out what's left of XRP. If you have 60 billion, if you have how many, 56 billion, let's just round it down to 50, right? 50 billion coins that's out there that's worth a $60 billion market cap, $62 billion market cap. So half that supply would then go to the reserve, the Federal Reserve, which they would end up using that as kind of a way to inflate, to create inflation short term and hopefully not long term. But they would add the supply just like Ripple is adding the supply, except it would come from the Fed, and they would also have the ability to not print more, but just add more. It's what it would be. Is basically how they do it with the U.S. dollar until you get to that max supply. Then there's no more of that. But the Fed is the one that put in the XRP into circulation, so they could buy it out. And if they would buy it out, it would be about $30 billion, which is not crazy. But if they wait a long time, as Ripple is continuing to add more supply to the circulating supply, now they own less and less and less, and also XRP gets more and more expensive. So that could be the case to where the Fed does buy it out that way. But also, if they wait until XRP is fully released, in what, 48 months or something, 44 months, if they wait until XRP is fully released and buy it out or buy back, then now they're buying it from retail holders or institutions as well. And that's how they're creating a reserve if they do it that way. So I think that's a kind of a best course of action for them to like buy it out early stages so that they don't pay a crazy amount. And they also, we can see XRP being used heavily in this world as we know it. And they also control the world digital currency as well as the conversion currency of the US dollar, right? The highest conversion currency of, any fiat. So, uh, yeah, I think that's a great way to do that, but it could become the world currency there, meaning that you have that Fed buyout. And the buyout from us would be a lot more expensive than buying it back from Ripple at this current stage, or buying it from Ripple at this current stage. So next year, SpaceX will launch a satellite powered by HBAR. That'd be interesting. XRP 5x, Jasmine 10x. Matt, how do you feel about a Patriot token? I haven't ever looked into it. I'll have to take a look at it. Give me a few minutes. We'll probably dive into some other things. We'll probably dive into that and some other things. XYO is the next 100x. Don't ask why. Didn't hear. Wait, didn't I hear this? Or didn't I hear on this play? Why I didn't hear on this play? Oh, you're saying like don't ask me why you didn't hear about this play. I've heard about it a couple of times. Not until there's clarity in terms of regulation or until the case is dropped or won or settled. That's very true. I mean, obviously, you're not going to see it now, but you are going to. I think again. I'm going to clarify that and say that I think that I believe it's not 100%. It's 100% to me, but it's not 100% to everybody. That it will do everything of which I said. Be the world currency. Be bought out, all of those things. I need people with real goals. Let's pump stater. Don't know what that is. Haven't been able to buy XYO in so long. I had a decent amount. My bag would be crazy by now. I can hear you perfectly. Well, thank you for letting me know. Patriot token thoughts. Again, we'll go into that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I have to maybe take a look to see where it stands. What's crazy is I was looking at Ponky today, right? And I talked about this a while ago when it was at a $40 million market cap, and now it's sitting at a $400 million market cap. And I saw a 10x in my position, and I never put it on my portfolio list because I bought a lot of like Solana meme coins, and I put like $100 here, $100 there, and then now this turned into basically a thing that funded all of my meme coin investments there, which again were $100, $100, $100, whether it was Solana or AVAX or whatever. What happened to XRP and crypto in a stock market collapse or banking collapse? What happens to it? I mean, generally the crypto doesn't follow the stock market. However, in the past few years, it's been following the stock market heavily, mainly because we're now getting into a phase to where institutions are starting to invest or find ways to invest into crypto, whether that's through ETFs or buying it outright or having it available in Fidelity and Webull and Robinhood and all of these. So it's kind of an inverse movement, but now if we see a stock market collapse, we're going to see that movement, or maybe that same movement in cryptocurrency, I would guess, just based on the previous years that we have seen. However, depending how strong the altcoin season is, it could surpass any type of you know, slight fall. I would say major collapse. No, it's a done deal that everything's going to drop down with it, but I don't see that coming there. Bonk will kill a zero. Maybe you're right. Can you please explain the difference between H bar and XRP? Also, tell us why you think either project will go uh, better. So, I don't have a lot of research that I've done into H bar. Honestly, I that's why I only have a small amount. I don't have a lot. But XRP, obviously, I believe is going to be. I just explained is going to be the world currency is going to be used as the transaction currency for everybody, you, me, banks, businesses, all of those things. But again, haven't done enough research into H bar to say I know all about it because I don't. Do you think we will pop today? I mean, Bitcoin's going in the right direction, so we might see a recovery everywhere. Um, Start at some point. The market really just opened like 30 minutes ago, and I don't know how the stock market's doing. So let me go over to Weeble really quick and see what I could find. What the markets are doing. The markets are inherently negative, actually. So S&P is down, the Dow Jones is down, the Nasdaq is down as well. So yeah, I mean it's kind of odd that Bitcoin is running in this direction, but then again, Bitcoin has been running separate to the market for pretty much a year plus now, right? It started in at the end of 2022, all the way through 2023. It Bitcoin was running, and it was great to see this. Like a lot of people were asking when the bull market started, and they were like, "When is the bull market going to start? When's the bull market going to start?" And it's because people are looking at plays that they only see, that they only want to see. So you'll look at Ethereum, you'll look at AVAX, or you'll look at ADA, and all of these plays that you're getting into as altcoins, and you'll say, why? When is the altcoin season going to happen, or when is the bull market going to happen? Well, the bull market already started. It's just whether we're going to see that transition or translate into altcoins moving as well. Because if we go back in history, I kind of want to go through Margex to show this because it's a better way of showing it. Let me bring up BTC, and then we'll look at the last 5 years and break that all down. But yeah, the bull market started way back when, right? It started back in, so you saw this up to, why am I in, I'm trying to go in BTC, not Aptos. What's going on here? Come on, let's go. Get it going. All right, so I believe we are looking at BTC now. So let's go back here and we're going to look at where it hit these highs. So if we look at all history, right, it hit these highs of 60, 64, got up to about 69, decreased all the way down. And at the end of 2022, where it reached 15 or 16,000, right, that's where things started. That's where things started picking up. And nobody noticed this because if you compare this time frame, right, with everything else, let's go to Bitcoin and show all history and then compare it with, like, I don't know, Cardano. You compare it with it's not even going to show it. You compare it with Cardano and you get to that time frame, the end of 2022. Look what altcoins did. Altcoins all stayed together. I don't know why it's giving me all of this, but altcoins stayed all together and stayed flat while Bitcoin was steadily rising. So the bull market happened at that manner, right where it was the end of 2022 and picked up a massive amount from there. If you would have been able to invest at 15,000, I wish I could have. I tried to do that, but I would have had to move a bunch of money around, and I had no money at that time to invest into that play. I started gathering more money as 2022 came along, but not, or sorry, as 2023 came along, but not as we had 2022. At the end of 2022, I did make a decent amount on YouTube, but it was all going towards, other stuff like student loans and stuff because I was always afraid that those were going to, uh, I'm going to have to start paying those, which my student loans were kind of, I would say, they weren't massive for the education that I got, but they were still on the higher side. No one wants to pay $70,000 in student loans, but for how many degrees I had, it honestly was worth it. But how much am I using my MBA now versus, you know, not having my MBA? I paid $50,000 for my MBA. So majority of that was the MBA. Everything else was, I had 2 bachelor's degrees, an associate's degree that was all paid for. A bachelor's degrees I had to pay for out, myself, but I chose to do that, and I got a lot of value out of those. I couldn't say I got a crazy amount of value out of my MBA, but I have it, at least. I like the connections and conversations that I've had, but outside of that, I would say no. I mean, educational side, it's really just kind of recapping a lot of the stuff that I've already learned in accounting and general business management. Um, Another pump could be based on what Musk will do with XRP, as he is a big fan of the X world. Yeah, I guess that's true. But if anything, doesn't he want to use Doge for a lot of things? I don't think he wants to use XRP as that. I really don't see a total collapse of crypto, even with the market collapse. I would see a major drop, but think crypto would recover a little faster. I definitely could be wrong. I agree with you. I don't see a massive drop, right? Well, let's clarify that. I don't see a complete drop, like you said, where everything falls down to zero. Like I don't see that. But seeing it to a level of, where Bitcoin is at 90 or 100,000 and finds a way to drop back down to 60 or 50 or something, 50%, that could be the case depending on what happens in the world, right? But that would just be a sale for me at least. Please tell me what you expect of CRO. Also, tell us why CRO projects pump, because CRO projects pump because CRO pump. Same with Solana. Is a pump in CRO/Solana always beneficial for memes, for good projects? Yeah, I would say more so for Solana than it is for CRO at the moment. But any chain that has memes that are created on it, whether you're talking about, which there's a lot of hype around XRP, XRPL memes, and you have AVAX and Cardano and Solana and CRO and or Chronos chain and Ethereum and all of those, right? When you see those pump, you're most likely going to see the meme coins of those chains, especially the top tier meme coins of those chains, pump. And I hope that's what you're asking, because that was a lot. But I generally look for that, especially for some of these short term gains that you can get. But more or less, I'm looking for the main positions to pump, and look for the reasons as to why they are pumping. Now, if I'm involved in some of those memes, then great, I can take the profit. If I'm not involved in some of those memes, I may have already considered it a missed bag opportunity. What is the fastest way to cash XRP into fiat? Coinbase, Kraken. That's the best way I see it. You can go other routes, but if I like on my Ledger wallet, I would then have to transfer over or convert it to USDT, or convert it to a stable coin um, and then sell it back to fiat. But it's more simple when you just go on like an exchange. That's why I hold majority of my coins on an exchange, because I can have quick movement if I wanted to. Heatness. Why am I getting an ad for Heatness? I haven't watched a what's it called? Hot Ones challenge in such a long time. I usually watch those for like the reactions and everything. It seems like the reactions are like mild at this point now. You had Idris Elba's reaction, and that was like the best one. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, the market, it is a bull market. It just doesn't look as crazy bullish for everything. You can say Bitcoin looks very bullish. Solana definitely looks very bullish, right? And you can look at XRP and how far that has come as a bullish momentum as well. Dogecoin pushing up, a lot of other things that are pushing up, but they're nowhere near their all-time highs. Cardano, nowhere near it. Dogecoin, I would say it's getting closer, but it's definitely still nowhere near it. You still have like 30 cents or so, 40 cents or so. XRP, you got multiple dollars to make up there. Solana is nearing its all-time high. Bitcoin has hit multiple all-time highs already, and Ethereum just has been kind of underwhelming at the moment. I want to see a lot more that's there. Shiba Inu has not hit his all-time high. It's at a 14 or 15 billion dollar market cap. AVAX needs some work. That needs to push a lot further. So there's a lot of altcoins that have a ton of potential. Pepe, yes, it reaches its all-time high multiple times, but the unknown of where the high should be, we know that it should reach a $42 billion market cap, but right now it's at an $8 billion market cap. So we're kind of assuming that it hasn't reached its all-time high, even though it has. It hasn't experienced a bull market yet. Litecoin, nowhere near that all-time high. Many things in this top 100, it's nowhere near it. Caspa, yes, it's reached its all-time high, but it also hasn't experienced at least the popularity of that time frame. Render as well. You got Bonk that's reached all-time highs because that was kind of created within that bear market. Dog with Hat as well. So a lot of these meme coins, but ones that were left on the table or left on the back burner from last bull market, just wait. Like Algorand gonna experience, that's currently at 21, 22 cents or so. That's great to see. Again, if I go into my portfolio and I look at some positions, I added Alchemex in here because I didn't have it in here. I'm up about $500. I also added the loop ring that I bought recently, that I have 20,000 of. And I also added Ponky here. I've spent $100 on it, $87 on this, and I'm currently up 800 or 900% on this play. This is a Solana meme coin that ran quite a bit. White Door. You want the White Door back? Are you a trader or on a copy Margex? So yes, I am a trader on copy trading in Margex. Right now, during this time obviously is the best time to be involved in that. During the beginning stages of it, it wasn't, because that was when everything was continuing to tank, and the portfolio is down significantly. However, if I decided to sell everything right now, if I decided to get out of all of these, I don't know if these are my main positions, they're not. If I decided to get out of everything that I have right now at the moment, I would be up about $2,000 on my portfolio. But I know that there's a lot more success left on the table and a lot more push left on the table. So I've taken decent amounts of profit. I've taken basically my initial investment already in profit, because I've taken $800. Let me actually go back here and go to position history. And let's, do I have one that's supposed to, oh yeah, that was a sell. Why is it not coming up? Last 30 days. It would come up. So yeah, we have just in the last couple of days, right? We have I don't know why this is coming up as oh, I bought it in August. I closed it on November 12th. November 12th, a $700 gain. November 12th here for an $800 gain. November or October 29th for that. I lost 66. I did just take another sell, but I don't know why it's not popping up here. It was for like $900. So, wow, Bitcoin is definitely making a move. Oh, I wanted to show you guys XRP. So where XRP stands, and I believe it was in a longer time frame, and where it stands as to support levels and whatnot. We've seen that kind of pick up, but if we look at the last 3 months, maybe. We look at the last 3 months, it's starting to come back up, come back to earth, right? So my realization point is always to get to the 200 EMA. Now, I believe we're going to see these bounces, but it's not really as active on the 200 EMA at all. Like you look all the way back from November 10th of 2020. This is when it was kind of just staying flat on the 200 EMA, and then started to kind of pick up over that and really pull away from it. So I don't really like to look at it in that standpoint. I like to look at things that have multiple touch points to say what they're really looking for, and where they're looking to touch. So the 1 month look and how far this has come up, it's touched down here at the 200 EMA, but it's been breaking out ever since, right? It picked all the way up to a $1.26 mark, then came back down thinking that, yes, this is a possibility that we could see a 90-cent level because it would break back down to the 200 EMA. Now, like I said, the 200 EMA can also make a move up to where the price is, as long as you're seeing consolidation. And that's kind of what we are seeing, is maybe a bull flag scenario to where it creates this larger, like this pole right here, and then this is the flag of consolidation. And then once we see it have that touch point, it breaks out and breaks above the $1.26 mark. But that all depends on some news that we end up having. If we have news that partners with that touch point, boom, this is skyrocketing up to $2, maybe even surpassing that level of $2. So, and getting past a $100 billion market cap. So that's something that I've been watching heavily to see whether it was going to come back down to the 200 EMA. And that's why with this XRP short, all right, I shorted it just to see, that was during this time, just to see if it would come back down to about 90 cents. And if it did, I would take a sell point at 90, what was it, 92 cents. And I would end up profiting like $130. But it wasn't even about the profit. It was about finding a low point to where now I can buy again and then see that skyrocket back up. However, now we can wait to see whether this is coming up to that, or whether the price is going to come back down to about $1.03. And if it comes down to $1.03, that's where a purchase could be made. Depending on what happens with the market, we've always seen the market overreact. So if the market does overreact, it could break through that 200 EMA. But that's also something that I'm willing to risk. So what I'm going to do is maybe put through a limit order. So I'll put through a limit order, take a little bit of this. I'm not doing a 15x leverage with 100% of my port. That makes no sense to do that. I'm going to do when it does get to that point, I'm going to take a little bit of a risk, right? This is something I don't recommend that everybody does. I'm going to do a 25x leverage, and I'm going to do it at a level of $1.03. I would probably say here, because here is where that low touch point is, which is about $1. So it could always break through $1.03, and if it does, it does. But I'm going to do it with if it's a 25x leverage, and I do. Oh, that's the limit price. So I want to do $1.03, and then I also want to see what that's going to be. $20. Do I do $20, or do I do? I'll do $40, because then again, $40 is not a large risk to me. At some point, it might end up being. It could be $4 for you. It could be. It could be $10 for you, or whatever you want to do, especially in the beginning stages of things. But I'm going to do that as it does get to potentially $1.03, and hopefully it does bounce off of that level. It might end up being $1.04. That's the issue, is that right now it's coming down. So maybe we'll see it at that level. And if it does break through that, I'll try and find the next support level. Again, that's why I'm only risking 40. So let's put this through at $1.03 there. And my liquidation point is going to be, that's not even it. My liquidation point for this, come on, why is it's not showing up. Let me refresh. Oh wait, it's not going to show up because it's not active yet. So this is active orders. I have something for $1.03. I have another active order. Do I cancel this one? I should probably cancel this one. because I wanted it to come down to 52. That's holding up some money. There we go. All right, so there's a 40, and if it does come down there, then great. If it doesn't, then also great. But I just want to see it get down to this point, and then that will be the level. It might end up having to come up. It might have to be $1.04. Can I edit it? I don't think I can edit it. Yeah, it might have to be $1.04, which would be that level. I mean, let's just keep it there because this is a significant level. I would say $1.03 is definitely a significant level. So I'm gonna do it there, and if it works, if it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But again, that's where you set up things, and I want to do a set it and forget it. But I'm always looking for that low level so that I can do a higher X leverage and then take the profit at $1.20, $1.50. A question based on your title: if the Fed do a buyback, do you think they could force us to sell? No. So this is something that's held by us. If they buy ours back, then technically we're selling it to them. However, there's two different types of buybacks. Like I said, they could buy back directly from Ripple. Ripple has an escrow of like 40 billion. And that means that they wouldn't buy it back for 30,000. They would obviously buy it back for what the face value is. As long as Ripple agrees to that. Maybe Ripple will agree to say you don't buy it back at face value, you buy it back at what double the face value would be, right? Or whatever the projected face value would be. So maybe they would say, and if they do that, then it raises the price of what XRP is because they bought it back for a crazy amount. So it raises that price overall. But if they buy it back directly from us, then we have to choose whether we want to sell it to them. Like if they come to us and go, we'll buy your XRP back for $100, then there will be a lot of people that are like, yeah, well, I'll sell you my XRP. Sure. Go ahead and take it. But then there's other people that won't do it, and then they'll need more, and they'll say, I'll buy it back for $150. Who will take $200? And obviously, you'll see the aggressive buyback from retail investors if Ripple is not willing to sell them the escrow, which I think that might be the case, and that's why the escrow is kind of there, not only for Ripple's funding, but also for potential buyout circumstances. People would lose their minds if they tried that. If they tried what? To make people sell? Yeah. If they're buying at $10,000, they won't have to force me. Yeah, I mean, if they're buying at $1,000 per coin, right? There will be a ton of people that are like, I have 1,000 coins that nets me $1 million. Of course, I'm going to take that, right? If they buy it back at $100 per coin, there are people that have 1,000 coins and they end up netting $100,000, something that they didn't have when they first bought it. Of course. Now, if we don't see a buyout, then obviously we're still going to see the growth in XRP and where that goes. And I believe $100 per coin is a no-brainer that it's going to get there eventually. Is it going to be this bull run? Probably not. But there is still a chance that it could be. It was already 2 days back to 104. Yeah, I know, but that was previous before you saw the touch point. So typically you have to look at the indicators, and a lot of times it will bounce off the indicators based on not only just like, oh, this is where it's going to bounce because that's what the price does. It's more of a person reaction, right? Everybody sees the same thing and they're like, oh, I see a 200 EMA. I'm looking at that. It's showing me that it's going to bounce at that level. It doesn't go below that level. So when I see it hit that level, it's going to bounce no matter what that price is. And in the beginning, or as this did fall a couple of days ago, right, it was down to $1, right? And being down to $1, you could have bought at that level and then see it pick up. But obviously there was always a thought in that mind, right? Because you're looking here and you're like, this is not a significant support level. So it makes no sense why it would be there. So my thought process was that we would see it come down to a 90-cent level. However, people picked it back up. It created newer highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And then now it's starting to create lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But they're still within this range. So it's showing me that it does still have buying strength, meaning that the 200 EMA will still hold up. So I understand where you're coming from. It's just there's a couple of other things you have to look into. I try to make it simple by just using 2 indicators, but you also have to think, what are other people going to do? As well as what are they support and resistance levels. And if I had a say, I probably would have said, okay, this is the level that it's going to get to, which is about a 90-cent level, but also be at a significant support or a previous resistance, which could be a support. So it's like double duty uh, situation. I don't know what to say about that. So basically, you have a double positive moment where it's like, okay, this is going to bounce here because of the support level as well as the indicator that's there. So that's the way that I look at it. I try to make it simple. Buyback is the dumbest thing a Fed will do. Why can't they just buy at current prices? So they can, but right now they don't want to agree that cryptocurrency is the future, right? Because you have Gary Gensler still in that spot that believes that cryptocurrency is, for illegal purposes and money laundering and all that stuff, even though the US dollar is used for more money laundering than anything. But either way, you have people in those spots that are like, yeah, I don't agree with crypto. And if I show that I need to buy it back now, then it's showing that I side with crypto without putting out solid or clear regulations behind cryptocurrency. So they can't do it at the current moment. They want to crack down on cryptocurrency. Remember, guys, I have 2 links for different exchanges in the description. I have one for BTCC if you guys want to check it out. The link is in the chat actually, where you can get a 10% deposit bonus. This you can trade in the US. You can verify yourself and all of that stuff, and you can trade in the US. They service the US as well as you have a $10,000 bonus, up to $10,000 in bonuses, 40% lower trading fees, 500x leverage as well, up to 500x leverage. And they've been around for 13 years, right? Millions of people have been using it for 13 years. Now, I also have Margex, which I do have a larger portfolio on. I have a copy trading portfolio with them, and I have a main portfolio with them, and I'm making, thousands of dollars, basically every day. So it's great to see this platform and the success that it has and people that are signing up. If you want to check that out, the link to Margex is in the description. So sign up for Margex. Didn't Trump say Gary is out? I mean, he has no say right now, but yes, he says that Gary is out and he's going to be fired, and a lot of stuff is going around about Gary maybe resigning and everything there. I have Margex, but who should I copy trade? I mean, there's plenty of people. There's you can copy trade with me. You can copy trade with the top ones that are there. I've gained maybe a couple tens of dollars from those just to see like what they were doing, how they were actively trading, and all that stuff there. But I have my copy trading portfolio, which once I do sell those, right now, again, it's down significantly from the previous falls, and I'll share that with you guys right now. But it was down a significant amount more. And again, right now, if I sell everything that I have here, I will make up everything that I have as a loss there, plus have profit. But there are a few people that you can trade with. Obviously, people that have a larger amount of profit than me, if you wanted to. So like they have 2,000% ROI. You got how many people? You got 286 people that are following them. All of those things, and you got people that are up a massive percentage, right? Great percentages where they started. Fantastic to see that at the lower levels. Me, on the other hand, I believe I'm on the second page, which I'm down again significantly at the moment. I have 19,000, 17,000, 19,000 that's in here. And I actually have, since I am down or people are down, I have a unique way of doing this where I'm not taking 50% of the profit. So let me scroll down here and show you guys where this stands. So I'm actually taking, so if you have $500 or more that's invested in there, the followers get 80% of the profits, just so that, you know, everybody that's in there can also make up their amount that was lost short term. I could again sell right now and everybody would be at profit. But I know there's so much more to be had while you see all the profit that's still on the table. So while that stands, I'm still looking at a larger gain. So, and that's obviously taking a chance. You go through bad times to go through great times. And if I would have, if I would have, like if I would have went over to my main portfolio, if I would have started my copy trading portfolio when I started this portfolio, that portfolio would be up literally tens of thousands of dollars, probably even hundreds of thousands at that point. But yeah, it's a risk because obviously my portfolio doesn't look as great as other people's portfolio, but also I have a lot of positive positions as of right now. Like I think I'm down, was it $8,000 is what it said in total, and you're looking at, you know, 4,000 here. You got 6,000 that's there, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and then you got about 9,000 and some odd, 9,600, 9,700. So if you're down 8,000 and you're at 9,000 total that you could take as profit, you're up 1,500, 1,600 or something like that, right? So yeah, that looks good, but I want to see so much more growth. So it's up to you. You can copy trade with anybody else. Obviously, it doesn't look great for me, but you can copy trade with anybody that's there. I never said that I'm a professional trader. I do know what I'm doing, but I never said I was a professional trader. What's your name on there to follow you? Can we follow multiple people? Yes, you can follow as many people as you want. My name is Matthew Perry on there. I literally have just my name. I don't hide it. Like I let people know who I am. I also have my YouTube channel linked on there. Does this mean since you put a buy at 3 cents that you are selling now, or that's just in case it goes there? So no. So I put a buy. So I put a limit buy at $1.03. This means that I am buying a new order, a brand new order at $1.03. So with the addition of what I have in my portfolio, so I have a XRP down here, and it's sitting at $1,357, or 678%. I will add another position, right? Not active orders, order positions, or active orders here. I have another position that's going to go out if the price hits $1.03. If it doesn't hit $1.03, then I just cancel that order, and it's only $40 anyways, so I'm willing to risk that at a 25x leverage to see what ends up happening. But that's only if it touches this point, which I don't know if it will, because now that you see the 200 EMA, it's up to $1.04. So I just got here and late to the party. What about the Fed buyback? Yeah, we talked all about that, and it's all about the potential two ways that Fed can buy back, and I'll simplify it. The Fed can buy back through Ripple, to where they say we want to buy all of your reserve or your escrowed XRP. They could do that, which they would buy for a cheaper price, or they can wait the longer term and end up buying it for a ridiculous price from us. So obviously we would like the latter, but either way, if they buy it now, it skyrockets now, and it still ends up becoming the world currency, and highly valuable and all of that. I wouldn't bother to spend time on your live. Wait, I wouldn't bother to spend time on your live if it's not worth my time. I wouldn't bother to spend my time on your live if would not worth my time. I don't know what you're saying. Something about It's about to be explosive. Any clue today? No, I don't have any clue. I have no clue. No clue at all. So I'm very excited because um, Harper does swimming and she does basketball. I'm really excited for basketball. I really want to see her succeed and just go out there and have fun. Like I really just want her to do that. We have fun together. Um, I will not sell to institutions. You never know if you're selling to institutions. Is Margex really legit? Because I'm still waiting for my 8K to withdraw. How long have you been waiting for your 8K to withdraw from there? And is it 8K XRP or $8,000? Also, did you have any security checks, or did you just uh, did you just try and withdraw it? When, like, how long is this? Give me some information, because for me, I also questioned. There's only one withdrawal that they do per day. They do it in the morning, so you have to have it in by 7 o'clock, or by
GMH the
6
Beast
o'clock.
Mendez donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Biden gave Ukraine the green light to attack Russia and they are already attacking.
Well, thank you for the super chat. I don't really want to get into political. I know it does affect the the markets and everything, but I really don't want to get into anything political um, at all, anything war related, because obviously it's something that you need to talk about. But we're here to talk about XRP and cryptocurrency. I just don't want to um, comment on all of that. But um, the thank you for the super chat. Also for Margex, I know we were talking about that. XRP, or sorry, the 8K to withdraw. I want to know what the process is that you decide to withdraw that, because um, 2,800 XRP. Okay, so it's 8K dollars, 6,800 XRP. Um, did you just try and withdraw it today? It's on a compliance request security hold. How long has it been on that hold? Let's see. Scroll down. I know I'm not. I have a lag, so it's gonna take a while. I just tried to withdraw it 3 days ago. So you tried to withdraw it 3 days ago. It's on a securities hold. Did you go through all the processes then, and then now it's been holding for 3 days? Uh, Give me a second. All right. So I messaged my contacts about some things related to that, and I wanted to see what like how long the process actually is, because obviously 3+ days is too long. You never know how long it's going to take. I would recommend in the meantime, if you're wondering like, oh well, I want to make sure that the price doesn't drop on me, you can basically say, all right, I'll convert it in Margec, convert it to USDT, or convert it whatever you want, and then send that USDT over to whatever platform you have, and then the price will never change. However, you do miss out on if XRP does run. Like if you have XRP and you wanted to make sure it just runs to a whole nother level, it's gonna take its time. But if you're not looking to sell it now, then it's still fine. Obviously, I don't know how long again it took for me. I want to say it took 2 days, but I may be mistaken. So, um, how did you personally escape the 9 to 5? Well, I would like to say the cliche answer is hard work and dedication, but it's more than that, right? If you feel as though you want to be good at something, like you're really good at something, you have to find something you love and then find avenues to make that known to the world in this day and age. And where we stand right now, it's all about um, like finding something that you love and turn it into something that a lot of people want to watch or want to hear about. Because there are people out there that I know are really good at what they do, like really good at what they do. Whether it's like, um, mowing lawns, like lawn care and landscaping and all of that, or whether it's artwork. And those people are always telling me like, oh, it's tough. Like my favorite thing to do is to draw. And I'm like, why are you not putting this out to the world? Because people could love what you do. And then you can basically do this and get better at what you're doing for a living. Like, why are you not going after that? And the issue, a lot of the times, the issue is the fact that they don't have the time to do it, right? They work a 9 to 5 job, but that's absolutely ridiculous. If you work really hard, you can get what you want. In order to make this YouTube thing work, I went through, as soon as my daughter was born, right? Um, she was born in 2017. So as soon as she was born, I decided to explore the world of YouTube. Now, I didn't actually jump right into it. I wanted to see what was going on, and I didn't want to put myself out there. I hated the sound of my voice. I hated the way I presented myself. Like I didn't really like any of that. But I decided to get into it in 2019. So it was like a year and a half later, I decided to get into it. Not for money reasons. It was for just getting what I love to talk about out there, which was credit cards and investing and budgeting. And people told me that I should probably, do something where I teach people about this stuff, become a financial advisor or something. And I didn't want to go that route. Um, but then I decided to work. So I worked a 9 to 5 job, right? Where I was making good money in the beginning. I was making decent money. And I also had a baby to tend to and always be there for her. And and then we ended up having a second child. So I was working, I was taking care of both the children. It wasn't just Erica taking care of the children. I was also going to school at the time, full time, as well as doing YouTube. So the fact that there's no time for someone that has 8 hours in a day that goes to work, and then you come home and you're doing nothing, or you're maybe drawing, right? If you're taking the time to draw, do you have the time to set up a camera while you're drawing? Right? You can set up that camera, draw everything you want to draw. It catches everything. You find a way to post that to YouTube. You find a way to post that to whatever platform. Like that's kind of where this stands. So I don't.
TONTS4 donated €2 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
How you get MA50 and MA200 showing on Margex?
Okay. If you go to the indicators here, you go up to the indicators and you select, there's two things. So you would have MA, which is the moving average. So you would have moving average, you click into that. And then once you click into it, it'll pop up here. Now, once it pops up here, you go to the settings. So you know what? Let me just take them away. So go to indicator, go up to MA, type in MA, go to moving average. Now it's going to pop up. So now you exit out of that. You can add EMA if you wanted to, but I'll just simplify right now. Go over to the gear selector or settings or whatever that is. It looks like a gear. And then type in 50 right here. Now you can pick whatever color you want. I just leave it as blue for that. And then I hit OK. And then now you have the 50 moving average across every single timeline. I'll wait till it stops buffering. Come on. All right, so now you have that. That's good to be able to do. Now you go over to indicators again. You go up to and search. You go EMA, and it's going to have a moving average exponential. Click that, and then you can select the gear again, and you just put 200 in length. And now for me, I like to change the visibility or the style. Sorry, I like to change the style to yellow, and then I also increase the size of it. Where's that at? Right there. Wait, no, that's not it. Precise line. I do want a precise line. But, oh, there we go. We increase the size of it right below. So you select yellow or whatever color you want, and I increase the size to either the max or like right below the max, just so that it's a little bit more highlighted. So then it also gives me a line for where the 200 EMA is, and it also gives me a line for where the 50 moving average is. And I use this. I use 200 EMA, and then I also use the 15 moving average for more short term, only for more short term. So when you click this MA here and go to input, I put 15 and then leave that there, but I'll change the style to maybe like purple or something, or pink. I'll change it to I want to say green, but I'll do it purple. So we'll do that. But I usually take that away, so I'll take the visibility away, and I'll use this because I'm looking for it more long term. So hopefully that helps. That's the best way that I've been able to use it. And again, you can use the 200 EMA as a line in multiple scenarios. Like I use it all the time as a form to bounce, but also factor in the lowest prices that it gets to, right? So this low price may also be another factor, which is 1 cent. So, or another support level. Which platform do y'all use to buy meme coins? I mean, it depends. Wherever the meme coins are available. A lot of times I'll use my Coinbase wallet as one because I'm buying a lot of Solana plays. But if we're buying like top tier meme coins, you can use Coinbase. If you're buying low tier meme coins, it's a struggle bus, right? Because if you have Ethereum or BSC, then it's easy. You can use MetaMask. But if it's like I don't know, AVAX or something, like you have to use another wallet at that moment. Are the Feds buying back XRP? I mean, it's up in the air. I'm not 100% sure if they are, if they aren't. But yeah, I think that there's a strong possibility that they can if we are going to use XRP as the world currency. I can't really find any news about this supposed buyback. Why would the Fed buy XRP? If XRP is being used heavily as a digital currency and governments want to catch up, each government's going to need to house or hold or some sort of reserve of the world currency, right? Because that's basically what people thought about Bitcoin in the beginning, was that it was going to be the world currency, because while it is still kind of slow in a way, it's faster than the traditional banking system. So it was always about holding some sort of reserve of Bitcoin in order to use that and, communicate across countries, communicate across borders, communicate across banks and institutions and all of those things there. So XRP would be the same way, but it would just be a lot faster and a lot more efficient and a lot more secure in that journey to do that. So if they were looking to use XRP, it would make sense for them to have a reserve of XRP before things obviously skyrocketed to a ridiculous level, if it's easy to be used, right? If you have an easy way to say, we want to send this country money or this country aid in any way, you can easily do that through the digital side of things because it happens instantaneously. And doing that through XRP would be a great way to do it. Now, again, it's not a proven fact that 100% they will do it. In my opinion, they will, but there's other people that don't believe that. And especially if you're looking at XRP kind of the way you look at the US dollar, because right now the US dollar, they can print as much as they want, right? It's not backed by gold, it's not backed by really anything. It's just backed by whatever they say the value is. XRP, it's kind of about whatever they say the value is as well, but it's also about the use for it. And that's why the US dollar has its value, is because people are using it, right? If it has its use, it's going to have value. So that's where other countries get into a little bit of an issue, right? If we have any type of hyperinflation, our hyperinflation could be more valid because it's used around the world. However, other countries, you don't have the same luxury. Like, you're not going to see, I don't know, in I can't think of any other country. Like, you're not going to see pesos really used in Russia, right? But you are going to see the US dollar circulate in Russia, right? You're going to see the US dollar circulate everywhere. And that's the difference maker between other countries and us. We can have hyperinflation, but it won't be as bad as like some really bad situations that's happened where basically your dollar is worth nothing, and you're a very poor country because of it. That's not going to be the case because of how far our dollar reaches. So for XRP now, it's going to be something where it's primarily housed as a US based currency, but it's going to be the world currency because it's a US based company, or US based company for Ripple. And what they created, XRP, will be housed in our US Federal Reserve. So I figured the Fed now was their answer to that problem. Lets folks send money between each near instantly. That's the problem, though, is that you have to get people to want to use it. And if people are not going to want to use it, it doesn't have that value. That's the issue, is that they've been trying to create something to where people will take it and use it as a form of popularity, or bring it into a form of popularity, but they can't do it. You can't manufacture popularity. You can't. You can tell everybody you're forced to use this, and people will say, I'm not using it. So that's the problem, is that XRP has that popularity, and they're not going to be able to create anything that has that same level of popularity. That's why the US is kind of sold on Solana. They want to see Solana go a lot further, but that's not going to work either, right? So XRP is kind of that answer to everything. So that's why it's like they may feel like they have answers, like, oh, we're going to do this, but it doesn't work out. And the reason why it doesn't work out is because you can't tell people what to own and what to use. So if they want to use XRP, they're going to use XRP. It's all about when the Fed actually finds out that they have no other option but to buy back XRP. That's basically it. Sorry, in the new in crypto, where is my crypto safe? I mean, I bought in Binance. Where should I keep it? So I know that a lot of people say not your keys, not your crypto, which is true. If you wanted crypto for the long term, to keep it safe from, I mean, I feel like it's safe on Binance and safe on Coinbase and safe on the S tier exchanges, definitely. But when it comes to crypto that you want to hold for a very long time and in your possession, I would suggest putting it in cold storage, putting it in a wallet that you own that you barely touch, but you have all the passwords for and all the information for. Um, so I would suggest maybe getting a ledger and just putting that to the side, leaving it where it needs to be, and don't touch it. Um, that would be for the long term cryptocurrency, but your short term, it's good on an exchange because you're looking to sell quick anyways. If you have it on a place to where you would need to now transfer out in order to sell it, you might miss your opportunity to sell. So just buy some H bar as you can afford. Okay, there's no guarantees. Very true. Uh, get what amount of XRP, XLM, XDC, ADA, H bar that you can afford. Any position, you should always invest what you're willing to lose because you never know what's going to happen in any market. All of it is a form of gambling because you're betting on if it's going to go up or down. Now, for um, investing, it's a different story because you're betting on it to go up um, with information and news and education and all of those things that happen there. For actual gambling, you're just there's a probability that you win, a probability that you will lose, right? And it's not about you educating yourself because if you get too good at what that is, the casinos will ban you and they don't want you to win. Like casinos don't want you to win at all. I go there for the experiences. If I win, I win, which I think I've only won once, like, and came up maybe $100 or something. But then when it came to other times, I lost hundreds of dollars. But it's about the experience of going to go do it. I don't look at it as, oh, I want to make a ton of money and take the casino for whatever they're worth. Like I don't care about that. Um, I treat it as if it's like a Lego world, right? You go to Lego World for an experience, you pay an entry fee to go into Lego World, and that's basically what I'm doing. Is I have my entry fee of $200, and I go and just try and find some $10 tables and just enjoy playing roulette or blackjack. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. Right? I go there with a set amount, and I'm gone. I've never had an addictive personality, but I guess if you look at investing, I love to reinvest and I love to find ways to grow more money. But I don't know. I can also cut that off as well. Literally, I can say, all right, well, you know what? I'm done with crypto. I have $300,000 and I gained $100,000. I'm going to cut it off. But why would I do that? There's so much left on the table. Coinbase is the best. I like Coinbase. Um, Matt, you seem like a really chill guy. I'm okay sometimes. I'm pretty cool. But I spend a lot of time with my family versus spending with friends and um, brothers and sisters and all of that. I talk to them a lot, but I spend more time with my daughters and love to see them grow and accomplish the things that they accomplish and fall and get back up and I love that. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm not great, but I'm okay. I feel like people have been saying the same thing about XRP for a while now. Well, yeah, it's never been given the chance to actually succeed until like now, where you have some sort of um, you have some sort of hypothetical freedom for XRP. And I say hypothetical because it doesn't really have the freedom right now. Um, but from what people are hearing and seeing and saying, they do have the freedom. And once it's made 100% clear that they have that freedom, the sky's the limit for where XRP can go. It took me a long time to acquire 3,000. Probably going to stop there for XRP and turn to something else. It's always great to have other positions as well, not just the main position there. A lot of people ask me, I have a $300,000 portfolio, and they're like, why don't you put $300,000 into XRP? And it's like, I could, but why would I do that? One, I have like 100,000 in XRP at the moment, so that's 30% of my 33% of my portfolio. Um, but I want to make sure that I'm seeing the rest of the market as well, because there's other opportunities that could flourish way before XRP ends up making a move. So investing into things like Jasmy Coin or CRO or AVAX and Solana and all of those gives me an understanding that I can make so much money out of this, and I can be in great opportunities that take off beforehand. Right? Solana took off quite a bit. Let me go here and go home, or I'll go to my assets, and we go to Solana, which I have $7,988 worth of Solana. I believe I'm up on this play, $2,847.55. Fantastic. Now this is up to a very high point where it's over $100 billion market cap. Now, what do I want to get out of this? I've already taken $1,000+ profit on Solana for my main portfolio as well as the copy trading portfolio. So, do I need to take a $2,800 profit? I don't really. I can wait until it gets to 250,000, and when it does, I can take a decent amount, or $250 billion market cap, because currently it's at $100+ billion market cap. So a $250 billion market cap would be double where I'm at right now. It would be basically a $16,000 level for just this. Now I also have 20 that's sitting over in my Ledger wallet that could be worth a lot more than that. Could be worth like 500 billion-dollar market cap to maybe a trillion. And that's where I leave that for whatever it's going to be worth. But this 33, I can react however I want to react. But that's an extra, $8,000 that I can get from this. It's not crazy. It's not absolutely life changing, but it is something that's extra on top of it. My average price was 154. So where we stand at, 240, we're looking at a decent increase. How much XRP do you have in a cold wallet? I have 10,000 in my Ledger wallet, and that's sitting there for pretty much ever, not touching it. I get so mad at myself when I look at Sol. Watched it at the bottom at like $6 and didn't throw anything at it. I thought it would keep going lower. No, I even talked about it. I said that it had the opportunity to grow a lot further, and I'm pissed at myself because while it was at those levels, I always want to invest thousands of dollars when I know that I can average into it. So my mindset was like, if I don't have a lot of the money right now, I don't need to invest all the money right now. And I knew, and saying it on a video, it's at $11. I was like, this is going to be massive. Solana is going to be worth way more than you think. And there was a couple of people that took that and said, I'm going to take that as advice. And they bought Solana, ended up selling that at 130. Some people sold it at 200, and they made a lot of money from it. And I'm happy for them. I'm very, very happy for them. I am mad at myself that I didn't just continue to average into it because it was low for a while. I could have averaged multiple. I could have put $100 into it and got 10 more. Like that's what I have. I have 30 here. I could have put $1,000 into it and got 100. Right. So I don't understand why I was thinking, oh, I need to put 10,000 into it. If I don't, then I don't make any money. If I would have, I would have made a crap ton. If I would have put 10,000 into it, but I didn't have 10,000 to invest. So either way, I'm still making a decent amount in other plays as well. I can't be upset with the fact that I missed just one while I have XRP that I'm up $50,000, and I have Jasmy Coin that I'm up 16, 17 $1,000, $18,000. AVAX that I'm up, or Cardano that I'm up, or even some other ones like GME that I'm up quite a bit. So I can't be mad at it. Um, what What advice would you give to someone trying to start with $500 budget? If you're just starting, like you don't know about cryptocurrency and you're just getting into it, um, it's always great to find a way to, especially early stages, to find a way to make that money turn into a lot more money. So for half of it, maybe you could throw, maybe even more than that, maybe um, 80% or 60% of it you can put into um, maybe some longer term plays that you believe are going to break out that haven't really fully broken out yet. It could be Chronos. You could be investing into a loop ring. You could be investing into a Jasmine coin that hasn't run, but you're putting a smaller amount into something that's a little bit less risky, right, for the longer term, and you're owning outright. And I think, which some people might have a problem with this, but I actually think that you should throw a little bit into something that has a little bit more risk, like leverage trading, where you do a 5x leverage in something, but you have to invest into things that you believe are going to blow up in the long term. Don't invest for the short term, invest for the longer term, where you see, I don't know, AVAX at a good price, and you're like, I want to buy into AVAX. So you buy $20 worth, you risk $20 or $10 at a 5 or 10x leverage, and then you're only risking $10 and you only risk that $10, and then you have the chance to trade with a $100 that's there or $50 and be able to make money on top of that. You start small and then you start to grow it into a lot bigger, right? I'm doing that with BTCC, where I started with 250, grew that to 700, and now I'm going to continue to try and grow it to more and more money. I have a position in CRO right now that could be worth a lot more, could be worth a lot less. I hope that it's worth a lot more. I have it at a 3x leverage. Um, and yeah, I think it can go a lot further than where it stands. So I think you should give yourself a little bit more. You have a little bit of risk, but then you also have a little bit less risk over here. Yeah, I didn't really have any funds to play with when it was bottoming. Couldn't really gamble at the time. Yeah, it was definitely a difficult time. I wish I had a lot more money because there were a lot of opportunities. um, I think back to it and I'm like, I had no money. And if I had money at those times, Bitcoin would have been bought up at 15,000. Ethereum would have been bought up at $800. Absolutely, it would have bought up at $800. Um, I would have been able to buy a lot of Solana, right? We're talking about top plays here. I would have bought, well, I guess I did buy XRP, and that's why I had so much of it. So I bought XRP, but I would have bought so many of the top plays at low prices, and I didn't fumble the bag. I just didn't have any money. And you can't, like, if I knew about leverage trading then or had the opportunity to leverage trade, I would have definitely leverage traded Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana at those lows. Whenever you see it tank, that's your opportunity to find the best leverage trades that you have and put those through. Whenever you see it tank, because now you have a huge opportunity to where it's at the lowest possible point that it could be at, or the lowest point for the modern time period, right? And now you can get in that low and see it skyrocket from there because the bounce is always insanely aggressive. Look at Ethereum when it ended up getting these liquidation points. It went all the way down to $2,000 per coin. And that was crazy to see that go from 2,500 down to 2,000. But with that drop, many people were able to take that and turn that into thousands of dollars worth of gains. Like you even look at my Ethereum that I bought. I spent $2,000 at a 5x leverage, and it grows up to $3,000. I'm up 4,000 right now. So there's so many opportunities when things do drop down to lower points, and you have to find whenever those liquidation points come and you see it break through the 200 EMA or you see it break down to the 200 EMA, that's your opportunity to find a higher X leverage. It could be a lower amount. It could be $10, $20, But at $10, $20 at a 50x leverage or 100x leverage can go a long way. You don't have to risk $100 or $1,000. But you can also do a larger investment at a smaller leverage. So feel free to check out my link for BTCC in the chat. This is a platform that I've used for, I don't know, about a month now. And this one you can actually do a 2x and 3x leverage. So if you wanted to have something a little bit safer, you can do. It's been around for 13 years. You get a bonus as you do put in that deposit. And then also you can get up to $10,000 worth of extra bonuses, as well as 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check out this link if you like BTCC. I also trade on Margex, which is a great platform. So check out that link that's in the chat. It's in the description. But do you personally find XRP potential supply of 100 billion a concern? No, I don't. I know you look at it right now and you're like, oh, well, if it gets to 100 billion, $100 billion market cap is only $1. That's true. Same thing goes for $1 trillion. It's a huge difference between 50 billion and 100 billion, where $1 trillion market cap is worth $20 at this point, but a $1 trillion market cap at 100 billion coins is only worth $10. So yes, you can say it is a little bit of a concern in that manner, but when you understand the magnitude, you understand the use that's going to go into using XRP, or the use and the popularity in using XRP, you understand that it's going to be worth way more than just $1 trillion. And once you get up to those levels, even though you say, a lot of people say market cap in the beginning stages, yes, but market cap doesn't matter as it gets up to these higher points and being heavily used by countries and businesses and banks and institutions and all of that, right? And the Fed. So yes and no. Short term, maybe you can say, all right, well, how quick are they going to offer it? But if Ripple's offering it, it's supposed to happen in 44 months. So they're kind of ripping the Band-Aid off there. Not really ripping it off. They're kind of ripping it off a little bit slowly, but they're still ripping it off nonetheless. I don't find it a concern. Because if it was something if we had 5 billion out there in circulation and 100 billion total, then that would be a concern. But right now they can't even dilute 100%. So no matter where this price is right now, let's say the market cap stayed the same and they decided to dilute everything right now, it still would not come down to my cost basis at this level. If they decided to add all of the supply and keep it at the same market cap, which they don't decide that. It's more about people. But if the Fed is buying the XRP, one, it's going to be all put in circulation. And now you have 100. If they buy the XRP from Ripple, then you have 100 billion there. They fully ripped the Band-Aid off, even though the Fed has not introduced it to sell it to them. So anyways, I have to get out of here. I got things I need to do. It is 11 o'clock. We will talk about XRP as XRP drops. Its burn rate. As XRP drops, its burn rate is like generational. Generational. Not a high burn rate, but still a burn rate nonetheless. That's very true. You can decrease that supply over time as all of it does get introduced. And I think they don't burn a crazy amount, but as more transactions happen, you see a higher burn rate associated with it. We're talking about not only billions of dollars worth of volume, we're talking about hundreds of billions or even trillions of dollars worth of volume on a daily basis. So anyways, guys, I got to get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, again, check out my link for BTCC as well as my link for Margex if you guys are interested in leverage trading. But I'm going to get out of here, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Generation.